So today let's talk about this listening that we have been discussing. What is a good listening? Who is a good listener? And why people want a good listener in relationships? क्योंकि when we have a person who listens to us, we feel that we have been heard, and that really greatly increases our bonding. So some of the things that I used to do wrong in conversation before, when somebody will talk, I wouldn't let them finish. I would jump in the middle and ask them questions. Or, for example, somebody says something and I'll say, oh yeah, I know. So a part of active listening, first thing is you have to have patience. Somebody starts talking, oh, this happened in my house today. You shouldn't say, oh, forget it, let's work, or let's go out and take a smoke or something. No. You just keep silent, quiet, have patience. And then let the person talk. And the person says something like about another person, oh, I had a big argument with my dad or my fiance. At that time and they're upset, you can ask them some questions like, tell me more about it. And these questions should be open-ended, not like closed, like yes or no answer. Did you do this? Or did he say that? No, just open-ended. What really happened? So, patience, listening, being fully present, and asking open-ended questions. What is being fully present? People say, oh, you have to be fully present. Fully present, that means you make eye contact to the person. You watch their non-verbal cues. Like speaking is 35%, the words, 65% is body language. So watch them. They look, they're saying something and they mean something, or they're saying something and they mean same thing. Watching their body language, keeping your eye contact with patience. And sometimes people get nervous when no one talks, so that person stops talking and you jump in quickly. So, what else? Don't do that. Give the silence a little space. This is silence. This is the time for the listener to reflect. What does this person say? This is what I do when people stop talking. I think what they have said so far, what I have understood. And then sometimes I say the same thing they say. So somebody says, I don't know whether my boss is right or me. I'll say the same thing. I'll say, yeah, seems like you don't know whether you're right or your boss is right. So, same thing what they're saying, if you say that, it's like paraphrasing. We call it paraphrasing. The other person thinks you are really following their conversation. Also, the eye contact, constant eye contact is not good. I think I usually see the person, and then time to time I avert my gaze to somewhere else, or look down or look up, and that gives me a time to think, and that makes the other person feel normal also. They call it 50-70, 50 to 70% time you eye contact and rest. Every few seconds I just look at somewhere else. And so keeping the eye contact, keeping patience, keep doing rephrasing, paraphrasing, and verbalizing what you understood. So someone says to you, your colleague, that this is the problem, and I don't understand this problem. This is the problem. And so you verbalize that. You say, oh, okay, seems like that's the problem. And as I understand, you still don't understand it. It's at the same time paraphrase and verbalize. If you verbalizing is more than paraphrase. You have understood and you're saying something else. You understood their emotions also. So for example, somebody is angry at somebody, you say, seems like you're angry at your wife. You're frustrated. I can see that. Tell me more about it. But without taking any judgment. Why you're angry. You shouldn't be angry, like nothing like that. So no judgment in listening. And you should know when to interject. That's a very smart thing. Maybe after the silence, or maybe if you didn't understand anything, you can interject and say, can you clarify that a little bit more to me? And being curious is a very good thing. If you're curious about the other person, your relationship will improve. Rather than you listen to the whole thing and say, oh yeah, everything will be okay. I usually, desist from giving advice at that very point when I'm listening. So things that you do actively in active listening are keeping patience, keeping your mouth shut for some time, giving time, not making judgment, thinking and about what they have said, and then verbalizing it. And at the end, you can summarize. This is what I think I hear from you. Summarizing it is also good. And of course, I talked about the eye contact. I talked about looking at being present means not just, listening is not just by your ears. Listening is also by your eyes. You look at the non-verbal cues. So listening, here, and your mind. And your mind should not make judgment. Mind should just think about what he is saying. So that's the active listening. And active listening really works for me. One thing I can tell you is, don't speak too fast when you're listening. Give time. When you talk, effective talk is when you take pause. Like you say, I see that. Pause. I see you're frustrated. Then nod. Yeah. Nod. And showing empathy. Nodding. And also, body language should be open. So if you like this, closed, open-ended, like relaxed. You're relaxed. So see how many, your body language, your mind, your ears, your eyes, they're all participating in active listening. Please give me the feedback. This is Sudarshan Chatterjee, and I will listen to you.